player. You are an awesome player. Okay, now we're going to go to the sixes, which was really cool. A lot of good talent coming up. Some of these sixes have gone to camps, and it showed, and we relied on them a great deal. Jolie, I had her in 5th grade, actually in other grades also. I sang lacrosse, because she had a sister who could sit back in first home, reel around, get the ball, and make goals. It was really great. So she did come out for lacrosse, which made me very happy. And I think she's got a defensive personality, so I think that's where she's going to be. And please stick with it. You have a lot of potential and a lot of value for a team. And Courtney, where's Court? Okay, Court, again, she, I think, on the defensive end of things, is going to really explode onto the scene. She's analytical. She has to understand it before she does it, but she's attaching, freeing herself up as an athlete. And I think that next year is going to be a really banner year for her. So you stick with it, Court. And Dagny is not here, Dagny Kepper. She was on the team and unfortunately became ill. And her one desire was to get a goal. And I wish Dagny were here because I would say to her, Dagny, there are many, many goals for you ahead. So we thank her, and we hope that that she continues to progress and do well. So thank you, Dagny. Lily, where's Lily? Is Lily here today? Okay, Lily, most positive. I'd be over there, you know, kind of maybe being a little upset. She'd say, Miss Merkins, it's okay, it's okay. And surely it was okay. So, but she is so optimistic and so willing to learn. Lily, thank you so much, and stay with lacrosse because I think you're going to be quite good. And Lindsay also a starter. Second home, had played lacrosse before. It was obvious. She could throw, catch, make goals. And Lindsay did an excellent job. And, you know, they also started helping the other players. And I think that made a great difference with the 6th graders. So thank you so much for the job well done. And, okay, hold on a second, just so I don't miss anything here. Okay, Gabe. All right, Gabe is another player that also went to camp. So, guys, it's really, really important to get these extra things. And Gabe, I could put her anywhere. She understands the game. She has the stick skills. And she was quite like, yes, Ms. Merkins, where would you like me to go? So, Gabe, thank you. That really helped a lot because there were positions sometimes where it was hard to fit a person into. And so you did very well, so well done. And Carrie, also a ready-made player in many ways. She came on the field and could catch and throw and score goals, and she was the second scorer on the team, so she did very well, and we look forward to her participation next year. Keep working, go to camps. And you were high school. I think you had 14, and I think Nicole had 15 goals. So there was a question of 1 goal between them. What is that? Okay, well, you can take this 20 if you like. And also, the Coaches Award is going to a person that I think really deserves it. This year was a banner year for her, and she would say to me when the refs were calling fouls on her, she would kind of look over and say, you know, what am I going to do? And some of the teams, okay, I agree. But it wasn't that Rachel was doing anything wrong. She was doing everything right. And I said to her, Rachel, you have to be the person that you have to be. So play that game and don't worry about it. And if you get a few fouls, that's okay. But she had to develop herself. And so, but she was a tough defender, I have to tell you. She was amazing. Was bringing the ball out all the time. So amazing transition. So, the most valuable player goes to Nicole, who absolutely was flawless in her position of transitioning the ball. And I've loved working with her, and she's just such a wonderful, nice person also. And she will really benefit the upper school next year. So congratulations. And you may choose a white or blue hat. White. Okay, there you go. And also you get the certificate. Thanks so much. And for one of the most improved players, and it's going to be an 8th grader, and that goes to Sarah Wigg. She really, I mean, for never playing. Very strong athletically, and once she got that game, watch out for Sarah. So Sarah, you're going to be the most improved player for the 8th grade, and also. Okay, now there's going to be a 6th grader. I did 2 of these because I think she was so instrumental in helping this team and was always there, and that transition part in the middle of the field, and that's Carrie. She really. Okay, so thank you guys so much, and hope to see you again next year.
I do want to mention 3 8th graders that had the opportunity and the privilege to play on our upper school team. One being Allie Thaler, who was our leading goal scorer last year. She played up on the varsity team this year and helped them to a very successful season. Also, Maddie Brill-Edwards, as an 8th grader, moved up and she was playing for the JV team, who I believe their overall record was 8-1, 9-1, something like that. 9-1-1. Thank you, Bridget. And thank you. And then last but not least, Eliza Mantelmacher, who I believe was the I'm sorry. Let me tell you, Eliza, who plays for the attack up on the JV. I believe she was the leading goal scorer for that JV team. So at least she was 2 games ago. So, and then last but not least, I misspoke. Evie Ibrahim Gonzalez, who played center. And when I spoke with Sarah Langston, who's the JV coach, she said that Evie's draw control was unbelievable. But you don't know what that is. That's about possession of the ball. You need possession of the ball. You need a talented person there to draw the ball to help your team with possession. Because if you don't have the ball, you can't score. And that's the name of the game. So let's give a round of applause for all of those. And we feel good about that as middle school coaches because, you know, it's a real privilege to see girls grow in the game, and when they're ready to go, they have the opportunity to move up, and it was a good fit for all 4 of those girls. So, now, without further ado, on to this team. The A Squad BLT enjoyed a successful season in 2011. You each worked diligently as a team to create an overall record of 4 wins, 3 losses, and 1 tie. Played quite a few rainouts, as you can imagine. In league play, your record was 2 wins, 3 losses, and 1 very exciting tie with rival Agnes Irwin. It was a 10-10 game, and it was absolutely terrific, nail-biter. Everything you want in athletics, it was right there. Each team member had an important role to play, whether you're fighting to win a ground ball, learning to throw with your left hand, forcing weak defensively, or scoring a beautiful goal. The effort was always there. This team really never took a play off. I said you never have a moment off in the game. You got to be thinking about where you're going when you're off ball, and they really took that to heart. And they're starting to figure it out as individuals. As a team, I challenge you to grow in the mental aspect of the game while trying to physically execute the skills you need to be a dominant player. Each and every one of you rose to the occasion in your own way. It was a pleasure and privilege to coach this team. So I thank you guys for a great season. I want to introduce you quickly to the team. I basically had 8th graders and 7th graders. And so as you can see, we're moving a lot of 8th graders up to the upper school program. And I'm excited to see the success and the growth that will continue for them in that upper school program. And I'm delighted that I have this many 7th graders returning to the program. So I look forward to coaching them next year as well. For the 8th grade, we have Bridget Pancini, who played our cover point. She was really critical in our defense, really a voice of reason down there. Joining us this year, making a little switch from softball, but there's no bitterness. Lindsay Barson played D-wing for us and did a tremendous job there. She showed great initiative, came to me in the winter before the season began and said, how can I get a handle on these stick skills? And so she and a couple of friends came in. We got started on work in January and February, so that was great, Lindsay, that you did that to show that initiative. Abby Andrews was another D-wing, terrific speed. Had a little blip. She had an injury where she was out for 2 weeks, but remained supportive and positive, and helped us finish the season really strong. Amira Stafford is Amira?
No.
She have her uniform? She played defense for us, third man D-wing. Again, a returning player who has a lot of talent to share. Maddie Dawkins, what's Maddie Dawkins? She left early. She left early. Maddie, I was delighted that she came out. She never played, she played in 6th grade, decided to take last year and do something else, and came back to us. Tons of potential. Never really got to get it all together this year because she was injured, so that's no fault of anybody's. I hope she sticks with the game because, as I said, she's got tremendous potential for growth. Maddie Amrad, returning player for me, played really low defense in front of Shayna, who was our goalkeeper, at the point position. And both Bridget and Maddie, they were our go-to folks down there, Shayna, weren't they? Besides you, because they're just a phenomenal leadership, and they get the game and understand it, and it's a privilege to coach them. Vanessa Orrick, who played third man for us, became another awesome anchor in that line of defense, and found herself and did a tremendous job in helping us transition the ball. Kate Leone played low attack for us, scored 2 goals for the season. And the thing was with Kate, when the ball was on the ground in our attacking end, I knew she was going to win it back. She's got an aggressive style of play and a lot of potential for growth in the years to come. And then new to the program, Laurel Yarrows was another one of those folks who took the initiative, went to camps and clinics during the winter, figured out what this game's all about, and earned herself a spot on the 18. So that was tremendous to see that, and to see that growth. And she's going to get some more playing time next year, absolutely, in the whole program. So the 7th graders, we had Laura Pansini, who drew the ball for us, did a tremendous job there at center, scored 45 goals for the season. If you know anything about lacrosse, it's inherently a high-scoring game, but it was amazing that Laura could, she would average 5 goals a game and just did an absolutely tremendous job helping us win possession right there and then on the draw, and then has a beautiful shot and showed that on the field this spring. So well done. Ellie Greenberg played attack wing for us, scored 4 goals for the season. Ellie's got no quit in her, and that's always exciting for a coach to see, because that's not something you can necessarily coach into a player. So that's phenomenal to see. Lulu is our little Sparky down there on attack, and but Lulu is tremendous, and I have to say Lulu's such a fighter, and I so admire that. And when we played at Episcopal Academy, she comes up with the ball, scores the ball. Episcopal's a nice team, and so it's always interesting to see where our scores come in and against which opponents. So that says something about you, Lulu. Well done. Haley Potter played low attack as well, and Haley scored 1 goal for the season, a nice goal. Well done. Looking forward to having her back. Hayden Ivey played attack wing. Tied second leading goal scorer was 7 for the season, and Hayden had a little injury that kept her out, but a lot like Abby, stayed positive, stayed with it, was extremely helpful, and I'm looking forward to having her back next year. Can't say enough about our goalkeeper, Shayna Silverman. You have to know that it's scary in goal. The ball's flying at you. You sometimes, shot placement isn't the best skill that middle schoolers have, and it's a scary thing. And Shayna ended up with a 56% save average, which is huge. So Shayna, well done. Izzy Schaefer, second leading goal scorer at attack wing with 7 goals. She played a little D-wing sometimes, and so grew she has a really nice left hand with her shot. So